All right, shalom, kol haloyim la, Yahweh ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. Peace to the election of the nation of Israel, the house of Jacob, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans nearby and scattered abroad. To the other nations that may look like the other nations, peace, love, and blessings. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God, whose name means He is or He exists. Ba'Hashem means in the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose name means He deliverer or He salvation. Chaya here back at you with another video through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and I'm just gonna make this real quick. This has been pretty popular and popping up on this side of YouTube, with the man experience, so on and so forth. It's going pretty viral. This brother right here in the thumbnail. Let me see. Let me catch his page real quick. Your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. All right, he's the top pinned comment and things of that nature. So this brother right here, he's a Jake. It sounds like from his video, he was based in Baltimore, but when you watch, I'm not gonna play anything from it. I was actually watching mediocre tutorials and reviews, and also Bo Refek from the Legion of Men. They both did a reaction to this brother's video about how he got divorced over Yu-Gi-Oh, and in the video is basically talking about how for a while he was on his own, living by himself, playing music and doing Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's how he made his living. Something very simple and things of that nature. He was like he was an entrepreneur of a sort and things of that nature. And he was living a very simple, easy life and things of that nature. And he met a woman, he fell for her, and then she started. He allowed her. He admits this in the video too, which is really why I love it and why I wanted to do a video also making a commentary on it. He admits that he allowed her to change the narrative of his life. And now that they've, gotten divorced, he holds himself accountable. He was just like, I'm not mad at her. She's not the reason all of this happened to me. Is because I did it. And things of that nature. And we tell brothers over here on this side of YouTube, with the Hebrew Israelites, it is crucial. It is very important to understand, and there's scriptures talking about this all throughout the Bible, man. It's very important to understand independence and how cruel and conniving women can be. Now, that's not the essence of the video he was going into, but it did come out, okay? Because once again, she was changing the narrative of this man's life to fit the idea, man, that she wanted from him, okay? And he was basically going into how he started doing all of these new things that he wasn't familiar with, and it was making him miserable. Okay. And she was becoming even more miserable because, well, it was hard for them to make a living. Okay. But the point is, the essence that I wanted to draw from the video is the fact that he was living a very simple life, man. And he was great at everything that he was doing. All right. In the years that they were married, he wasn't doing a lot of those things anymore. All right, if at all. Excuse me. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. He wasn't doing any of those things anymore, and it didn't completely destroy him. The brother sounds like he's doing fine, or good enough, I should say, and things of that nature. But the point is, he allowed a woman into his life that did not care for the things that he cared for. Okay, and this is why it's important. Even though the scriptures say, you can entice a woman, to get with you and so on and so forth. But in a society like this, it is very important not to chase women. Akim brothers, I'm telling you, don't do it. Or excuse me, it'll be in your best interest not to do it. All right, as a man, I can't tell you what you can and can't do, but it's in your best interest not to chase a woman because you're gonna be doing everything she tells you to do. Okay. Now, while it's important for a man and a woman to be agreed, let's be honest. These women, they only look after, what they find interesting and things that if she's not interested in what you are interested in, it's in your best interest not to have her around. Okay. With that being said, this is the book of Ecclesiastes. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me start a couple chapters over, since we're on the topic of women. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, all right, the church, Quahalav, chapter 7, verse 26. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, in her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Okay, now this is not to say that this man was just an evil dude or whatever. That's not what this is about. This is the fact that he was able to escape the clutches of a woman that did not have his best interest at heart. Okay, because growing up in a society, this woman pandering, woman catering society, we're always taught that us as men, we need to pedestalize women and we have to look out for their best interest at heart, but they're not looking out for ours. Oh, and that's not fair. Okay, so some of us get with these cruel, wicked women and things of that nature, these life absorbing women, okay? And we stay in those clutches for an extremely long time. I have a couple uncles that's going through that right now, and it's very unfortunate. But they're also wicked men. Okay, but this brother in the thumbnail, he managed to escape the clutches, of that woman. So a divorce was the best thing that happened to him, given his circumstances, man. He was unhappy. Okay, it ain't happy wife, happy life. All right, it's and Bo Refek in Legion of Men, he said this. He was just like, it's happy husband, happy life, because everything surrounds the man, the protector, the provider. All right, the equalizer, whatever you want to call us. All right, the masculine figure, the framework of the whole operation. Okay, so women, because what? Women was created for us. Women are our helpmeet. All right, we're not their helpmeet. Because if that was the case, then the Lord would have, put that in the order. Woman before man, but that's not how it was created. All right. So it says, verse 26, I found more better than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, verse 27, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. Okay, and that's the point, man. All right, men have sought out many inventions, things that devise against the things that are of the Lord, that are convenient. Okay, like woman worship. All right, that's one. Pedestalizing a woman is not convenient. It doesn't matter how you look at it. The woman is not God. The black woman is not. No woman is God, man. Okay. Let me get this as well. Too. Matter of fact. Well, yeah, that was the point on that. Now let me jump over to this, because, like I said, he was living a very simple life before he met that woman. Okay. Let me get this continuing on in the book of Ecclesiastes. And I started in here because there's so many life lessons in here. All right, so it's a wonderful book. Let me see. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7, it says, go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart. For God now accepteth thy works. All right, this is for the brothers that are doing the work of the Lord, man. Okay, that's handling business in the Lord. Okay, verse 8, it says, let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. Okay, and this can apply to the world as well, too. All right, you want to keep yourself poor. All right, be cordial. Okay, concerning work, just get in and get out, go home, make love to your woman, and things of that nature. Okay, just lead a simple life. Okay, but the wife that we have in this truth is Sophia, which is in the Greek wisdom. Okay, so rejoice with her. Okay, but if you have a literal woman, you can rejoice with her as well. All right, it says, for that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. Okay, so there you go. And this is the point that I wanted to get right here in verse 10. Whatever you find in this life to do and you're good at it, do it to the best of your ability, man. All right, and I forgot, I don't know who said it, but something along the lines of I don't fear the man that knows 10,000 kicks or something like that, 1,000 kicks. I fear the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times or 10,000. However the saying goes. Okay, and it's also true for brothers in this ministry, man, because you could know a plethora of precepts but not be applying them. You can know one precept and apply that precept, that commandment, to the best of your ability. And it was the same thing in this brother's life right here in the thumbnail. Okay? He had those two hobbies. He was skilled in those two environments. Okay? Those two assets he had. And he held them dear to his heart. Okay? And he was making money off of them, which is what the majority of people today want to do. Not work no damn 9 to 5s and so on and so forth. He was talking about that in the video. He had what the majority of people desire, so desire. And this is why and he wasn't even driving at the time. He was making money off of YouTube and playing his instrument. That's a very simple life. See, us as men, we're very simplistic in nature. Okay? So whatever you have to do in this life, do it to the best of your ability, man. And he's a Jake, man. He's an Israelite, So however his music went and stuff like that, he was playing it to the best of his ability. If you go on his page, he was actually getting a lot of views on his YouTube videos, man, because he knew what he was doing. He was dedicated to it. Okay, that was his application to life, man. That's what he had to give. Okay, he wasn't doing it for the money. He just happened to be good at it. And until he met a woman. Until he met a woman that inconvenienced him, until he met a wicked woman, because she was wicked. All right, she didn't accept nothing that he did. Let me see. That was really the point on that. And I want to close off. Let me see. Yeah, that was really it on that, Let me see. There was another one in Ecclesiastes. But I'm trying to figure out where it was. Forgive me, just bear with me. All right, I'm gonna get this one last scripture in Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, also called Sirach, chapter 30, verse 22. It says, "The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days." Okay, so this is what happens, especially if you're a single man and things of that nature. All right, you don't got a woman with you, you know what I'm saying, and or nothing serious going on. Okay, except whatever your purpose is. Okay, be it in this ministry. All right, which is the most important purpose. All right, especially for the Israelite man. All right, if you just have a job or a career and things of that nature, you're focused on your purpose. Okay. And what you get to rejoice, in your works. All right? Because what? You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay? So it says the gladness of the heart is the life of a man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his day. So it's good to be cheerful, it's good to be happy, it's good to be, joyful and things of that nature, man. Okay? And a man's joy is oftentimes found in what he does for his purpose. Verse 23, it says, "Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow have killed many, and there is no profit therein." Yeah, being sad, being miserable all the time. And what, the brother, he was he was doing that, man. He was content with everything he had going on. He was content with everything he had going on, man. Okay? He was very content with everything he had going on, and what? It was taken away from him. All right? Through his own merits of trying to please a woman that did not love him. Okay? Very unfortunate. All right? Verse 24 says, "Envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. Okay, so there you go, man. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. Okay, so whatever you put into your body, all right, not just involving food, not just involving food, okay, but whatever you have, going on in your lifestyle, all right, and keep it as simple as possible, man. Keep it as simple as possible, all right. So again, hopefully this brother found the Lord. Too much time. Hopefully the brother found the Lord. You know what I'm saying? There's some camps out there in Baltimore and or Maryland in general and things of that nature. Hopefully he finds some brothers out there and and just go from there, man. All right, because it's important to be in the Lord so that way things like that don't happen to him again. Because then he'll have a good idea of what types of women to look out for, all right, and to avoid. Okay, because a woman like that, she's gonna shorten your life, man. Okay, the scriptures say a man that has a good woman, she's gonna fatten his bones. Okay, she's gonna fatten his bones. Basically, she's gonna expound upon the things that he already loves. Her interests are going to become his interests. She's going to have his best interest at heart. Lord's willing, this is edifying. Shalom.